All right, critics, let's go black on the inside of Life and Style, September 23rd issue. Tamron Hall is on page 3 with Lish Sterling dishing about their brand new cookbook called A Confident Cook Recipes for Joyous, No Pressure Fun in the Kitchen. Page 6 discusses Mariah Carey's family and the aftermath of the death of her sister and her mother, unfortunately, passing away on the same day. The article reminds us, though, that the relationship between the sister and Mariah was always and forever rocky, and the one with her mom, although sometimes rocky, the latter part of her life, it did seem like her and Mariah were on pretty good terms. In the 2020 memoir that Mariah wrote called The Meaning of Mariah Carey, the singer alleged that when she was younger, Allison, which is her sister's name, as well as her brother Morgan, drugged her and tried to sell her like she was a prostitute or something. Oh my goodness. Mariah says that she did not feel emotionally or physically safe with her siblings. And while both siblings denies the claim, they also filed a lawsuit against Mariah for emotional distress. Mariah also recently, if you don't know, she visited the Great Wall of China wearing what else but heels. I have to admit to y'all, out of all of the people that are in Hollywood, I have to say when it comes to being a diva, Mariah Carey to me gives me diva. Ever since I done seen her crib, her MTV cribs, where she was literally wearing heels in her, I don't know, I think it was like a New York City penthouse or something like that. I think Brat was there. Like this was like a throwback. Whenever they was doing like MTV cribs back in the day, ever since I seen Mariah do that, I was like, and she was working out on her treadmill in her heels. Mariah don't go nowhere without them heels. Shout out to Mariah. I don't know her. Page 9 includes Queen Latifah and Tori Kittles on the set of The Equalizer filming a scene. Jordan Sparks is talking about her brand new single, Remember, which interposes Michael Jackson's Remember the Time. Do you remember the time? Classic. I like that video, actually. Sanaa Lathan was caught in New York City in a sidewalk statement outfit that gave sexy yet sophisticated. Shout out to Sanaa. Y'all know she's out right now promoting her hit Hulu dramedy, The Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat. You know, I love this movie because it seems to celebrate soulmate type of friendship. We talk about soulmates, I think, in terms of intimate partners, but in terms of friendships, y'all, there's some amazing friendships that can come from just some very clear, undeniable connections. And sometimes when it comes to friends, you start off like, I don't even like her. I don't know her. And then the next thing you know, y'all are friends. And sometimes those are the friendships that last the absolute longest, right? Page 14, LeVar Burton is giving a tribute to the late Carl Weathers at the retrospective Walk of Fame ceremony. Also, Brian Dallas Howard, who's an actor, had the following to say about Carl. Wherever he went, people would light up and stand tall. Howard directed Carl in several episodes of The Mandalorian. Alicia Keys and Serena Williams were caught courtside watching the men's U.S. Open, and Rita Ora is on page 16 eating watermelon from her summer fun. Usher is on page 17 with his smooth moves on stage in Toronto during his Past, Present, Future tour. You know, Usher has also recently been named in that Dawn, the young lady who actually used to be a member of Danny DeCane. Then she went on to be a part of the duo with Diddy, and I think it was called Diddy Dirty Money, and it was her, in terms of Dawn, from Danny DeCane, who had transitioned over into now the duo with her, and I think the young lady's name was Kalina, and they were in that duo together with Diddy Dirty Money. Well, there's been a lawsuit that's been out, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the week. Doja Cat is caught there, page 20 and 21. The not so normal things that some of the superstars are doing, which Doja Cat, y'all, is carrying a supersized sculpture of her own head. But it's Doja. That's my best friend. She's a real bad. Ow. And it looks like Glenn Close was compelled to do some push-ups to impress Bevy Smith when she and the cast of The Deliverance, which included Monique as well as Andra Day, along with director Lee Daniels as well, they stopped by the Sirius radio show for Bevy Smith and just kind of talked it up about the show in terms of The Deliverance and what folks who are going to watch it can expect. Jodie Turner-Smith is on page 23 looking fashionable in an oversized double-breasted pink suit from Boss and Acolyte at this year's summer party and to honor Naomi in fashion. And right now, Naomi got some stuff going on with her too. They're saying that Naomi, as well as Law Roach in the model fashion industry, shaded, allegedly, Rihanna during New York Fashion Week. Now, that's what the reports are saying, but again, I'll give you more about that up this upcoming week. And we have Adele. She's going to be taking a break. I know y'all have heard that all over the internet, but they're on page 26 here in Life and Style. She's giving us the reason exactly because she wants to focus in on the family. We've heard Adele talk about the fact that her and her man, who also just released a song, is his name Rich? Anyway, she's basically ready to start a family with her new man, who is the manager for LeBron James. So we'll definitely see. There's also always this meme going around online that talks about how Adele basically disappears for 7 years, comes back, gives us an album, and then disappears again for 7 years. She's the only one that can really do that in her career. Shout out to Adele. You know what I'm saying? Sunny Holston, she's saying goodbye and dropping off her daughter at Cornell University. A lot of empty nesters. As the years are going on, many of my high school friends, they really are becoming empty nesters. Shout out to them. A few of them have already become empty nesters, but I will admit that we got a few more years to go, but a few of them gonna be up out of there. And in college, or at least moving on with the next phase of their life as adults and no longer under that wing of their parents. You know what I'm saying? But we never grow too old for our parents. I want to be very clear. We never grow. We are never too old for our parents. That big old age, I don't think that counts with parents. It doesn't. You always mama and daddy. And we need you. We like a giant tree. Special shout out again to the empty nesters. One of my favorite YouTubers. Well, she's really a radio personality, but they broadcast on YouTube. I want to say it like that. But Robin Ayers, she's over there at KBLA Radio in Los Angeles. But her 17-year-old twins, they left the house for college, and she shared her personal experiences on her show, and sort of leading up to the big move this past summer. So yeah, shout out to anybody who is also in college right now, who's doing their thing, who is away from the house for the first time. Do what you need to do, but don't get too wild. You know what I'm saying? Be reasonably wild and still go to class the next day. I'm just saying, I got some tips. I don't know if it's the best because I come from a little bit of the generation of the millennials where they ain't care about our mental health, y'all. They care about y'all. They ain't care about us. I feel like they ain't care about us. Am I tripping? Listen, I know it's some millennials listening right now that's like, girl, they did not care about our mental health. They worked us. They still gave us pops. When I was in elementary, they were still giving us pops in school. You ain't supposed to hit these children, are you? They was just saying. Shout out to Libra season that's going to be coming up, right? The fall is here, y'all. Very Halloween-esque. All of the people who are into the pumpkins, who are into the colors, the leaves, the changes, the 4 seasons. If you live in any of those states that have all 4 seasons. Seasons of love. Okay, shout out to Libra season. And Serena Williams, she's on page 44 representing. She turns 43 on September the 26th. And that does it, y'all, for Black on the Inside of Life and Style, September 23rd issue.